What's up, guys? We're just gonna be backtesting a random week's worth of price action. I just want to show you guys the consistency and the level of profitability of the CRT model. So first of all, we check the 4-hour time frame. Let's look at what we're dealing with, and we always look for the 4-hour PO3, right? That means the 268 key times. That's how you align price with time. So we'd expect the 2 o'clock to accumulate, 6 o'clock to manipulate, and then the 10 o'clock candle to distribute. So over here we can see clear manipulation. So if we close below this within the first 30 minutes of New York Open, we can look to take a short. Let's check the 1 hour. Yeah, I mean, looks pretty solid. Turtle souped. Let's play if you can. Okay. Yeah, so scratch that whole 4-hour idea. It's not going to play out because we clearly pumped instead of closing below. So just let this play out. That's a rejection block. So yeah, we sweep out this liquidity and we reject. So this can be a key level that I'm interested in. This doesn't look bad. You can see how we react off that rejection block. We sweep out this liquidity as well. And we form our 30-minute CRT. So this is our CRT low, which will be our draw on liquidity. All right. $50-minute looks solid. We get a mini CRT here. All right, so we want to see the leg that swept out liquidity, which would be this. So this confirms our order block, okay? All right, 1 minute. Let's see what we're dealing with. We can make this go higher, actually, because we swept out this key level with this impulsive candle. And then we can align this with OTE. So align with any levels. Look how perfectly it aligns with the 0.705. Okay, we gotta adjust it a bit so it's no longer gonna align perfectly. But regardless, I'm gonna take this, stop above this high, and our target will be the drawn liquidity. Alright, that's 127 RR. That is amazing. Yeah, this looks incredibly solid. I'd say this is pretty much just A+. Set our limit there, and we just watch price play out. So we get filled in there. The midpoint. Okay. Bounce off that level again. Alright, so this is just like, I wouldn't go break even anywhere here because, you know, it's just such a good setup. And I'd hate to get break even. But also we're like, we never closed above that order block, right? You can see every time we come to it, we wick it and then we go back down. So presumably here we wick it again and then we go back down. Or we don't even touch it. Perfect. You can see how that played out, right? There's no point going break even because we never actually like disrespected any of the PD arrays that matter. And yeah, that's 127 RR. It's beautiful. So we can go to the next session now. 4-hour time frame. Check that, of course. 2, 6. This doesn't look bad. Let's play the rest of this candle. Okay, never mind. The 4-hour PO3, it's more rare because obviously it's a higher time frame, but when it does appear, it works out very, very nicely. 1 hour, there's nothing. 30 minutes, nothing. Nothing here either. Okay. Let's play out a few candles. It's not bad. The thing with this is that you kind of have to check all the time frames simultaneously because time is fractal, right? Or sorry, price is fractal. So one setup will appear on every other setup. This is not an invalid CRT. Sorry, my throat. I'm a little sick right now. But the problem with this setup is that this will be our key level, right? This is our order block, and price never manipulated to it, so I think it's invalid, and thus, you know, It's not a good setup to take. I would never take this. Yeah, as you can see. Okay, this isn't bad. We tap into the order block, manipulate it. CRT high, and this is our draw on liquidity. Check the 1 minute, see what we're dealing with. Okay, so we obviously have our order block here. Let's drag our OTE level. This aligns very well. But I kind of want to see this one get tapped. Like we're aiming for high R anyways. Like what is this? 1 to 3.5. Yeah, I mean this looks fine. Tap into an order block. Got a nice accumulation candle. Alright, tapped in there. I don't particularly like this interaction here, just because we're consolidating so much. Yeah. I mean this is a failed trade, right? It's no biggie. Oftentimes if you tap into your key level for your entry and then you fail to distribute, like you saw last trade, right? We went a lot lower before retracing. Here, this wasn't necessarily a good retrace, so we ended up taking a loss. But the point of this video is to show you guys realistic results, right? I'm not using hindsight. I'm not BSing like a lot of like trading gurus out there. Like, I'm just trying to show you guys what you can expect with high RR trading. Obviously, you're not going to get a 60% win rate trading 1 to 5, 1 to 7 RR like I am, right? But regardless, I'm still up $6,000, so it's not a big deal. So let's go to the next New York session. Okay. Let's let this candle okay, wait. This is what are we reacting out of? Rejection block? Yeah, these are all-time highs. Just measure this out. 0.5 is right here. Yeah, look how like we perfectly reacted out of this 0.5 level, right? So that would be our key level, the 0.5 of the rejection block. And then our target would be this low, right? We close back inside of it. This is the CRT high. And for the 4 hour, I like to use the 15-minute time frame because it's a lot bigger, right? So I'd measure out my entry using a 15-minute time frame. Okay, I like this level. It aligns with a lot of fair value gaps. Like presumably price doesn't push up higher, right? Yeah, I mean this looks fine. Presumably we're not gonna go above this wick because otherwise we're taking this wick, right? And that's high resistance liquidity. You can pretty much learn that anywhere. So this should be pretty A plus. I don't have any complaints with it. Okay, we're filled in. Damn, look at that top tick though. Look at this. We got 1 point of drawdown. Just start learning this, man. It's beautiful. Just gonna break even. And we take our target, right? And you see how within this 4 hour PO3, we have a bunch of 15-minute ones, right? You can see this is a valid CRT right here. This is a valid CRT. So there's 2 more entries inside of the major 4 hour entry. And just for the sake of the video, I don't want to overcomplicate it, but you can definitely take these while still inside a trade, right? Just add into your position. It's really that simple. Alright, check the 4 hour. Doesn't look like we're probably just distributing higher. Just because we already took out this low and we closed above this high. See how we close? Yeah. 1 hour PO3, nothing. Okay. Okay, this isn't bad. I don't like how choppy we are. That's the problem here. But this is not a bad 15-minute candle. This is the 945. So this is our order block. Measure out our OTE. We have the 0.61 level lying above the order block. Take this and this. I think if we close above this fair value gap, we're gonna get stopped out anyway. I wouldn't say this is the most A plus trade. I don't think I'd take this on my fundeds, but this might just be like an eval play, you know? Just because if you look at the 15-minute time frame, like we're not really distributing anywhere. There's no clear trend. We're just chopping around. But just because like I really like the RR 125, then I do not mind. Also, the 4 hour is pretty bullish. We're filled. Yeah, I'm gonna stop that. I would close this trade early, but whatever. Yeah, it's no biggie. That was like a B tier setup, but I just took it for the sake of it. And also, I wanted to show you guys that like even if you take losses like this, you can be still up so much money. Look at this. I'm still up nearly 10K, just because the RR is so good. Alright, this is Friday, so this will be our last trade of this video. See if we can take a win or a loss. 4 hour, distributing higher. Yep. 1 hour, nothing. 30-minute, nothing. 15-minute, nothing. Okay. What is this? Not 30, yeah. This is not bad. Yeah, this is not bad. What are we reacting out of? A 30-minute gap. Okay, let's check the leg that swept out the liquidity. It's pretty obvious here. It's the impulsive candle. This makes our order block. Remember, we always use the body of the order block, not the wicks, okay? Measure out OTE. I'd say we go with definitely not, yeah, definitely the 0.705. I mean, this is pretty standard, right? This is like basically an A plus setup. Can't get any better than this. Just don't like how these lows basically make equal lows. You know, that can be like, there's a chance we'll sweep this. Are these equal lows? Yeah, they're perfectly equal lows. For that reason, I'm gonna leave my stop loss just a little under. So like that. I still think we're overall really bullish. I think this is A plus. This is like what separates a lot of pattern traders from me. It's that you have to have discretion, right? Because we have so much like slanted liquidity. See equal lows here, and there's like a low here really close to it. That's like triple equal lows, right? If we do come down, we're probably going to either tap this level and go straight up, or tap this level and create a kiss of death, which is the final turtle soup before the big move, and then go back up. All right, so let's see how this plays out. Okay. So my thesis is essentially if we close below this, if we get a closure below this level, then we're done, right? Okay. All right, you see how if we put our stop loss over here, we would have gone stopped out here. So I hope this is like the reversal signal. Yeah, just look at that. This is why you need this discretion while trading. We barely wick into this area because they know that a lot of people are putting their stop losses here. There's a lot of liquidity here, right? So you gotta think the way that most retail traders do not think. That's how you trade. And we instantly pump up. Look at that. It's just perfect, right? I just read this like a book. Yeah, we smack TP. There we go. So this entire week has pretty much been just like very simple mechanical trades. So you don't have to have a lot of in-depth knowledge of the market to get the first 4 trades. You still would have made what was it? I made like 10K. And this one I guess it's a little harder. Most people will just get stopped out here. The important thing is just don't revenge trade. It's not a big deal. You had one red day, and your other days are like you're winning 1 to 5 hour trades, right? So yeah, that's pretty much it for this week's backtest. If you guys want to see the analytics, here you go. So we got a 60% win rate with an average RR of 5. So just think about it, 1 to 5 RR and 60% win rate. That is insane, okay? Profit factor 7.43. If you trade just like this, you're going to become a millionaire. Just keep your psychology tight. Like the last trade, if you get stopped out by one point, like it's not a big deal. There's another day that's going to come. There's always going to be another trade that comes, okay? So just don't stress it. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. I'll probably do another week of backtesting some other day or post some live trading just so you guys can see and learn. All right, peace out.